N. What's the most evil thing you've done to impress a girl? I tricked the bookworm into thinking I was the next academic Jesus, despite having never studied a day in my life. When I first laid my eyes on Jessie, I regretted every piece of homework I never handed in on time. She was top of the class and pretty much everything, and it seemed as though every guy who tried to speak with her was judged solely based on his academic abilities, though nobody blamed her, as that's the way she was raised. Each class I had with her, I was locked in like crazy, and I really began trying. My grades went from all FS to DS, which for me was astonishing. My teachers were proud, my parents were proud, but I wasn't. Jessie still wouldn't even look at me, as she knew me as a complete waste. I made sure that every time she saw me, I had my head in the books, scribbling down notes at the speed of light. I take notes of her favorite books and make sure to be seen reading one or two of them. A couple months after, one day she came up to me and said, "I never knew you liked Twilight." I laughed nervously. I felt like such a fraud, but my God, if things weren't looking good for me, what can I say? It's a classic, I responded. She then began asking me a million questions about this and the third. That's when I realized I probably should have read the book beforehand. When she realized I didn't really know what I was talking about, she ended the conversation abruptly. I was gutted. I had my shot with a girl of my dreams, and all I had to do was read a stupid book. I spent that night reading as much of the book as I could to continue that conversation. It took me so long. The book was so boring. Who on earth subjects themselves to this torture for fun? By the time I managed to force my way through it, not only had I forgotten half of the story, but my grades were suffering again. It was as though God didn't want me anywhere near my true love.